What if you could give a computer a brain? I'm not talking about some sci-fi brain in a jar, but a brain that could learn, adapt, and even start to predict things, kind of like we do. Well, that's the whole idea behind artificial intelligence. And it's not some far-off futuristic concept. It's already here, and we're going to break down exactly what it is. So let's start with something you've probably felt before. You finish a show on Netflix, and boom, the very next recommendation is exactly what you were in the mood for. Or maybe Spotify builds you a playlist that just gets you. It feels like magic, right? Well, it's not. It's AI. And that's really just the tip of the iceberg. This tech is quietly working all around us. You know, when you ask Siri or Google for the weather, that's AI figuring out what you said. When your GPS helps you dodge traffic jam, that's AI calculating the best route in real time. Even just unlocking your phone with your face? Yep, that's AI recognizing you. It's the secret ingredient in so much of the stuff we use every single day. So the first thing to really get is simple. AI isn't coming, it's already here. It's woven right into our lives, making things faster, smarter, and a whole lot more personal. Okay, so when we talk about giving computers a brain, what do we actually mean by that? What's the real difference between, say, a simple calculator and a machine that we can actually call intelligent? Well, here's a good way to think about it. A traditional computer is like a cook. It can only follow a perfect step-by-step recipe. You have to tell it exactly what to do. But an AI is like a chef. You give it ingredients, in this case data, and it learns from experience. It starts to find its own patterns and actually gets smarter over time without needing a new recipe for every little thing. So if we boil it all down to one sentence, this is it. Artificial intelligence is basically the science of teaching computers to think and learn a bit like we do, to see the world, to understand it, remember things, and then make decisions based on that. But how does a machine actually learn anything? It's not some mysterious black box. It's a pretty logical process that's way less about magic and a lot more about good old-fashioned teaching. The easiest way to wrap your head around it is to think about this. You don't teach a toddler what a dog is by giving them a dictionary definition, right? No, you show them pictures, you point out dogs when you're on a walk, and you give them feedback. Well, that's almost exactly how we teach an AI. Let's stick with the classic example, teaching an AI to recognize a cat. The whole process is a simple loop. First, you show it data. I mean, thousands and thousands of pictures of cats. Second, the AI starts finding patterns all on its own. Things like pointy ears, whiskers, a certain kind of tail. Third, you test it. You show it a brand new picture and ask, is this a cat? And finally, step 4, and this is the key, you give it feedback. You tell it, nope, that's a dog, or yes, you got it. You correct it when it's wrong and reinforce it when it's right, over and over and over again. And this learning process is so powerful when you give it time. Imagine you have a little robot pet. On day 1, it knows absolutely nothing. But by day 7, after you've shown it enough times, it remembers where its food bowl is. Pretty cool. By day 30, it's recognizing patterns, like waiting by the door right when you get home from school. And by day 100, it might even start to predict your behavior, sensing when you're sad and coming over to offer comfort. It evolves from just simple memory to really complex behavior, all through experience. So as you can see, an ability to learn that's this powerful, well, it's for a lot more than just music recommendations. This is a tool that can seriously reshape our future and help us solve some of our biggest, toughest problems. Just look at what AI is capable of right now. It can beat the best human players in the world at incredibly complex games like chess and Go. It's composing original music and creating breathtaking art. In medicine, it's helping doctors spot diseases on X-rays earlier and more accurately than ever before. It can translate languages in real time, and it's the core engine that powers self-driving cars. These aren't small things, they are huge, monumental achievements. Of course, whenever we see technology this powerful, it's only fair to ask, should we be worried? Is this something we need to be afraid of? It's a huge question, and it's on a lot of people's minds. And the best way to think about it is this. AI is just a tool. You know, a hammer can be used to build a beautiful house, or it can be used to break a window. The tool itself isn't good or bad. What really matters is how we, as people, choose to use it. The responsibility is and always will be human. It's also really important to be clear about what AI can do and what it, can't do, at least for now. It is unbelievably good at recognizing patterns in massive amounts of data and processing information at lightning speed. But it can't feel genuine emotions. It doesn't have a true imagination or consciousness. And it definitely can't give you a hug or understand what that feeling of comfort really means. It's an amazing specialist, not a replacement for human connection. But when we take this incredible tool and point it at our biggest problems, the potential is just astounding. Think about it. The same pattern recognition that finds cats in pictures could help us find ways to clean our oceans, or analyze genes to cure diseases, or even navigate the vastness of space. It could become one of our most powerful allies in tackling humanity's greatest challenges. So, at its heart, AI is all about teaching. And as this tech gets more and more accessible, the power to teach it new things isn't just in the hands of giant labs anymore. It's in the hands of creators, innovators, people just like you. So, the real question isn't just what can AI do? It's what will you teach a computer to do?